So I gave you 3 different opportunities. I told you if you know what you want to be, 1. If you don't know what you need to be, finding peers, friends, mentors, people who know you well, 2. And the last one I gave you was you volunteering, not volunteering, but you identifying, I was getting ahead of myself there. You identifying things that you would do for free in your spare time. I told you to write out the different things in which you wanted to be. I told you now to create a journal tracking your day-to-day activity. I told you now to look and reflect on that journal to see where most of your time was given. But there's even a better way. Volunteering is a great resource that many people don't even utilize the right way. If even talking to high school students who have mandatory volunteering requirements in their state, they typically volunteer in things that have nothing to do with what they want to be. I think that's crazy. I think if you're a high school or a college student, you should be volunteering in the industry that you want to work or you're considering working. Why? You get several things from this. 1, you get mentors. 2, you get exposure. 3, you get a chance to be in the environment that you say you want to be in. And you can see whether it feels good or not. Sometimes we can think something's one way, but until we're actually living in the day-to-day, it's a whole different thing. Exposure creates clarity. I'm going to say it again. Exposure brings clarity while enlightening you on the realities of what the career possibilities are. Think about that. If I'm getting exposure, it's showing me something in which I didn't know before. Enlightenment means now I'm able to see it from a different perspective. I used to see it from what I thought it was. Now I actually know what it really is. I know what the day in the life of a person living in this career is. And even more importantly, now I have a mentor who can advise me on what's right, what's not. Sometimes those mentors can be even more valuable than the education because those mentors already had their education. Whether that's them from experience or whether that's from a traditional source where they went to college or trade school or some sort of that of educational practice. But those practices and those different things now have positioned them for success. The greatest question I could ever ask someone when I'm volunteering, whether I'm volunteering for a local nonprofit that may be an organization that now has a national reach, or whether I'm volunteering at a hospital or a local organization in small business. All of those different resources are aided to help you and give you clarity on what you want. As you step out and try different things and be exposed to different things, you'll begin seeing different things that you did not necessarily know was available. You'll begin saying, man, I really like this. And once you really like something, then now you got to put the work in. Now you got to put the sacrifice in because nothing comes easy. It always requires sacrifice. It always requires work. I tell everyone when I go out and speak, either you pay for it on the front end or you pay for it on the back end. Either way, you're going to pay for it. I'd rather pay for my education on the front end, sacrifice my time on the back end so I can enjoy I inverted that. I'd rather pay for it on the front end so I can enjoy it on the back end as opposed to paying for it on the back end because I never sacrificed on the front end. You feel me? All of these different things are extremely important. Volunteering is a great resource. You're a broke student right now. You have no money. Your parents may have money, but you don't. Utilizing your resource with your greatest resource, which is your time, will now allow you to create relationships, mentors, and exposure. As I shared with you, exposure brings clarity while positioning you and enlightening you on the realities of what that career is. So let's also deal with the burden, right? You're not trying to be like everybody else. Some people already know what they want to be. Some people have no idea what they want to be. Some people can go through every step in which I've given you and you still have no clarity, but you still got to be moving towards something. There is no burden in trying to figure this thing out. I want you to have fun in what you're doing because guess what? I want you to find a career that you're going to have fun doing. Yeah, it's going to be days in which you may not like it as much as you do on a normal day, but that's okay. That's part of life. There's days in which I don't like my job, but guess what? The days in which I don't like my job, I tend to always get emails from students thanking me for coming. And I'm like, dang, you know what? As disappointed as I am right now with my current situation or this client or whatever may be happening, what I'm doing is actually having an impact. And that for me gives me the fulfillment and the motivation to keep going. As you're exploring your goals, I want you to just go out and have fun. Explore, feel no burden or mandatory requirement to choose your stuff now. I want you to go after what you do, ask questions, because remember, a closed mouth doesn't get fed. I want you to begin asking people and questions that can help and guide you and give you the information you need. Now, as I just shared, I said let's go, right? But remember, exploration should be a fun experience. It only becomes stressful when you wait to the last minute to do your research and explore something you should have explored years ago. Think about it, right? So if you're in high school waiting till your senior year to start thinking about college, normally it's too late. If you're a freshman in college, waiting till your senior year of college to look for internships, normally it's too late. Let's get ahead of it. I want you as a freshman thinking like someone who's already a senior, because a senior is thinking about their next move. If a freshman, if you're thinking like a senior, what happens by the time you reach your junior year? Just think about that. You're now already made brain map. You've already done your research. You already thought about these different things. And so now your peers are coming to you, asking you for advice, asking you, what did you do? How did you get this opportunity? How did this open door come for you? Because you put the work in. Hear me. Your success is not only for you, it's also for the individuals that's close to you, looking up to you that you don't know about, and following you. Let's go.